So when there's a couple of takeaways I had from this in particular. One, I want to kick this off is I really do hope that the fact that because we have the confirmation that Ben Affleck is coming back for this movie along with Michael Keaton and everything, but I want to reiterate the fact that I do hope that Ben Affleck agreed to come in and do this Flash movie on the condition that they gave him his solo Batman movie to put on HBO Max or something. We get
Series,
we get Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke. I hope that's the condition because like everyone's saying, like maybe Ben's coming back just to give his Batman a proper send off in this movie, which is definitely possible. That's absolutely possible, but also not needed really in any way either. I think a real, true, proper send off, and I told you the same thing last week, Rick, when this news dropped. A real proper send off would be giving the man his goddamn movie that he spent 2 years writing, created and casted Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke.
You just want to see the movie. But no, I do too.
Everybody wants to see that movie. John, I bet you want to see that movie and you don't even really like Ben Affleck's Batman, right? You still want to see that movie.
No, let's be fair. I have my issues with with Murder Batman, but
right.
But yeah, I like Batman. I like his Batman, and I definitely want to see that movie. I mean, if all I ever get of Deathstroke is him standing on a boat talking to Luthor, I'm going to feel very cheated.
Especially considering the Luthor we got. Like, not that, like, I don't like absolutely like shit on Jesse's Lex.
Oh, I thought it was awful.
Well, we never got to see him evolve into anything.
No.
So, like, if we get stuck with like he's really just kind of that one dimensional, and we never see him again, he doesn't create the Injustice League like it was pretty much set up at the end of that. Because that's kind of what you were saying with the Black Adam stuff, and like you'd like to see that happen. They kind of set that up at the end of Justice League.
Yeah.
But who knows if we'll ever go there at this point? Because like especially now with like we don't know if Ben's coming back at all. Like it'd be kind of hard to have I mean, you could do without Batman, but it gets kind of weird when you don't have Batman in a Justice League movie, in my opinion. Like, there's kind of 3 people you need in a Justice League, and like if you don't have one, it's kind of unless he's dead. If they could kill him off, then like that's fine, I guess. But I don't want that to just be the end, just to kill him off for the sake of doing it. But one piece of information we did get out of not really a piece of information, but we got a couple things on the Flash panel. Flash panel wasn't like too insane, but we did get some concept art of the new suit. So the one thing that I like about this in particular is that it looks like one, it obviously kind of looks like the New 52 suit, but that aside, they're bringing the yellow Speed Force back to him. Not back to him, because Snyder had him with like whitish blue Speed Force, which you can still kind of see back there. But like he obviously is going to have yellow Speed Force effects. At least if they don't combine it, they're gonna straight up switch back to the classic yellow, it seems. Which that I am like,
that's what it's always been, right?
Yeah, like it's a stupid nitpick, but I never really understood. I don't know if it's just like a color grading thing with like Zack Snyder and how he color grades his movies. If like yellow was just kind of too off-putting, and that's why he went with whitish blue, or if he just wanted a more realistic lightning kind of effect, and lightning is
it's not yellow.
Exactly. So like I don't know which direction. Maybe it was a little bit of both. But when it comes to the Flash and someone like running through space and time, essentially, I don't think your lightning has to be the correct color of Earth lightning at that point. I think you can take some liberties and keep it yellow because I think it just fits better, especially with him wearing like a red suit. I don't know. Just me. What did you guys think about the costume though? I know it's not like too much, but we got some good look about it. And then the other thing with it too, they confirmed that Bruce Wayne made him the new suit. But when Andy Muschietti said that, he's like, his good pal Bruce Wayne makes him the suit. But the concept art they have of his good pal Bruce Wayne is Michael Keaton's Batman. So like, and they never really confirmed this. Like, and it may have just been a coincidence that they like had this drawn up because Keaton signed up to be in the movie before they knew Ben was going to come back to the movie. Because it would make more sense for Ben's Batman to make him the suit. Like, it would make more sense. Like, you would think, logically speaking, it would make more sense. But if the new suit gets made in the other dimension, in the multiverse Batman world, that would also be kind of cool. But it was kind of fishy that, like, because everyone assumed the Ben Affleck's Batman was who he was talking about, but they had this picture up. So was it this Batman that made it?
am I misremembering this? I thought I heard somewhere along the way that Zach had said that Ben's Batman actually did make Flash's suit in the Justice League movie. The Flash has more of a homemade type suit that he starts out with in Justice League, and that Ben's Batman makes him the movie. And my thinking was that in Flashpoint we see Barry create the Flashpoint, and Michael Keaton becomes the Batman of the Flashpoint world, and that's where the new suit comes from. That's where
they could be doing that. But they could also be going the same route as, because what I initially thought with the way they were describing the movie and getting Ben to come back, it made it seem like Ben and him are going to have some sort of relationship prior to Flashpoint. And then Flashpoint's going to happen. And then who knows where Michael Keaton's Batman comes. They obviously comes in there, but I just assumed, like, the way it had been described, because that's definitely a possibility. In my mind, in my own headcanon, for whatever reason, I having, like, the movie opening, he already has his new suit, and we learned that, like, him and Bruce have gotten kind of close, because they kept saying, like, him and Ben's Batman have the something in common, because both their moms were murdered, and, like, they're connected, like, on that level. So, like, I don't know, I had to in my own headcanon, I had it set out that way, that, like, Ben's Batman makes the suit, Flashpoint happens after that, and then that's what kind of has the more emotional weight to Barry, because when he goes and creates Flashpoint, now his friend Bruce is completely fucking gone, and he's with this old Batman dude who's not the same guy. You know what I mean? It's just, like, kind of creates more drama, in my opinion, if you create that, like, friendship with Ben's Bruce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Prior to Flashpoint.
You talked about in one of your previous episodes the fact that it sounds like Keaton's not just signed up for just this movie. He is signed up for possibly multiple films.
Possibly.
That's crazy.
It's possible. And, like, I think
like a mature type person for
and DC. Yeah, and that's what I don't know. There hasn't been confirmation on that. Like, there was an article saying that he's, like, potentially signed up for more roles, or more, like, in the future, and could be playing, like, the report said, like, a Nick Fury-esque kind of role, which made no sense to me. But, like, I guess I get what they were getting at, because, like, Nick Fury just kind of, like, pops in and pops out of things, but it never made too much sense just knowing that he's in a different multiverse. Like, so I don't know how that would. If Flash is just he's gonna run over there and chat with him and run back real quick or something like this, it never made sense unless they were gonna, like, somehow bring him back, but it just didn't make sense. I was really mainly hoping, like, I really don't care to see him in the suit again. I would have much rather Michael Keaton's Batman been, like, doing the Batman Beyond thing when Barry shows up. But I'm a huge Batman Beyond fan, but I just think that would have been a lot cooler than, I don't know. Michael Keaton's Batman is going to be, like, really old, so he's going to be having to, like, using, like, an armored kind of, like, robotic suit, like an Iron Man suit, in my opinion.
Yeah, something that'll assist him with age.
Yeah.
In the Flashpoint, something happens to Bruce, and we backdoor our way into a Batman Beyond movie.
I mean, dude, I'm
right?
down.
Like, I'm hoping because that's like you said, and I know you guys definitely talked about excuse me, this earlier. If they do use Michael Keaton as a Batman Beyond Bruce at some point, this would be the perfect way to reintroduce the character, set the world and the tone for that, and then release a Batman Beyond film later down the road.
Yeah, I were 100%. That would be, if they were going to do Batman Beyond, I think that would be the perfect way to do it. Because kind of like we said with, like, the JSA thing, like, audiences being, like, unaware. Like, I know that's always in the back of people's mind, but, like, that's an easy way to convince somebody to go see a movie. Is, like, Michael Keaton's back as Batman, like, and, like, but he's mentoring, Terry McGinnis. Like, if you get to see him in the suit again in Flashpoint, and they kind of set up the Batman Beyond potential there, then, like, it's a shoe-in right there. Because then you have the added benefit of, like, they're having, like I said in the top of the show, a fun way to do a multiverse thing. They use Ezra Miller's Flash to literally spring off the Batman Beyond franchise, but it's like a backdoor thing, because they use Michael Keaton's Batman in a very pure and natural way. Like, he still is, like, when Ezra meets him, he's Batman in, like, an Iron Man kinda suit assisting him. But, like, maybe there's a post-credit scene where maybe the beginning of Batman Beyond, if you remember what it is, when, like, he has, like, his heart attack or whatever. Maybe that happens in the post-credit scene, and it's literally that's all that happens, and it's just a tease that, like, "Oh, shit, like, it's Batman." That's all you would need to do, and then, like, people would know. Like, the Batman Beyond fans would know what they're doing, but then all the Michael Keaton Batman fans would just be like, "Holy shit, did he just die?" Like, and they just went cut to black? Like, what the fuck? Now then they're gonna think, like, Flash has to go back and save him, like, what's going on? Like, it'd be a good cliffhanger for people who have no idea what's going on, but it'd also be an amazing way to set up Batman Beyond, in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much, all I'm hoping out of the Flash movie, like, in my opinion. Was there anything else you guys saw about the Flash thing?
I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move on to just let us know down in the comment section below if you're kind of hoping the same as I am, at least, that they use this, like, and leverage their fun multiverse idea that they have to backdoor this thing into a Batman Beyond movie, just like the Black Adam. Like I said before, it would be a perfect way to just backdoor their way into a JSA franchise too. So just let us know down in the comment section below.